Hello students, this is Vinita. So now I am just starting part 2 of the chapter Advanced Tries and O level. So I am telling you that when the exam started, so there arrived the invigilator, Reverend Stuart McClary. He was a parson and he lived all alone in his flat in Board Street. He arrived at 8:45 a.m. and arrived at the gate prison and he was led to Evans' cells. He was introduced to Evans by Jackson. McClary, he was investigated. The governor suspected the invigilator, rang up to Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, he called McClary and he checked whether any weapon was there, a suitcase, but nothing was there. McClary had a small semi-inflated rubber ring and that worried Jackson. Then he explained that he was suffering from hemorrhoids, so he had brought this. The secret of the rubber ring. Actually, the rubber ring contained pig's blood. Later, it was used to pretend that the invigilator was wounded to fool the jailers. The real McClary was tied and gagged in his flat in the Board Street. So examination started. Evans instructed to write the index number 313 and the center number 271. Jailer Stephen was to be inside the cell, but Evans asked him to stay out. Stephen keenly watches through peephole. There was a peephole on the Evans cell door. There was a correction in the question paper that was very important. So at 9:40 a.m., the governor received a call that there was an error in the question paper. He informed Jackson, and Jackson conveyed to the invigilator. The golden lion, the correction was the golden lion. That was a hint to Evans, and that was a hawk's call. So request for a prison van. The governor again, he received another call from the magistrate for a prison van. They demanded that they needed a prison van and 2 prison officials for a remand case. Governor thought that that might be a hawk's call. Evans' friend used it at the end. Stephen keeps his horse. Stephen, as he was a newly appointed prison officer, so he was very alert. McClary always reading newspaper whenever Stephen peeped from the peephole, so he watched. He just kept on seeing that McClary always involved in reading newspaper with his finger hooked on the back of his collar, and Evans sat with his pen between his teeth. Evans draped a blanket around him, and that time Stephens, he little bit worried about that. He thought whether he should inform Jackson about that or not, about this irregularity. There was a call for Stephens. 3 minutes before exam, there was a call for Stephens that he had to accompany McClary to the gate and he had to check Evans' cell properly, that whether it was locked or not, and that was a hawk's call. That was not the call from governor, but McClary thought that he was given importance and he was just called by the governor. McClary is wounded. When Stephens was returning after seeing of McClary from the prison gate, so he found McClary in the Evans seat, blood trickling down from head. He thought it might be Evans, but not. It was McClary. So he called Jackson, the senior prison officer. McClary escorts to arrest Evans. There was a detective superintendent Carter. He arrives there. McClary, he said that he was all right and he knew everything about where Evans might have gone. And governor sent both of them, detective superintendent Carter and McClary. So governor became angry. Governor had a parson dress in the cell. He did not notice. It was not noticed by both Stephens and Jackson. Behind the question paper, the instructions for Evans to escape was there. Governor was sure to arrest Evans. Carter and the governor. McClary had spotted Evans in a car, Elsfield Way in the car. He chased the car but disappeared at Headington roundabout there. Evans actually he was impersonating McClary. McClary was in the hospital. McClary went to the examination offices and appeared very ill. He called Redcliffe Hospital for an ambulance. Carter, he called Redcliffe Hospital for an ambulance, and governor rang up and found that he was not there. Actually, Evans, impersonating McClary, befooled governor and everybody in the jail. The real McClary. Two policemen called on McClary and reached his flat. So they found actually real McClary was tied and gagged in his flat. Evans' friend tied him and Evans has impersonated and escaped from the examination hall through the ambulance. Evans was very happy that he was escaped and he was just going to the hotel, means Golden Lion. But he was shocked to find the governor, he was already there in the room. Governor traced the hotel, Golden Lion, and the index number and the center number referred to Chipping Norton. They helped governor to find the Golden Hotel Loyal in Ordnance Survey Cap. Evans then confessed. Evans appreciated the governor's intelligence. Evans revealed all the facts of the game, how he played the game, how he escaped, who helped him. His friends also helped him. Evans again was arrested by the governor. The governor and Evans came to the hotel lobby. The receptionist, she said that the prison officials were waiting with the prison van. Evans was handcuffed. The governor was once again deceived. He believed the prison officials and the prison officials unlocked the handcuffs. They were Evans' friends. Prison officials were none other than his friends who had asked for the prison van. They drove to Newbury. Actually, Evans had to escape and finally he had to go to Newbury. And again, Evans escaped for the fourth time. So, in this way, Evans outwitted the governor. So, this is all about the chapter Evans tries an O-level students. Thank you.